This is Lesson 11-2, Electronic Utilities. The objectives of this lesson are to compute the cost of cell phone calls, text messaging, internet service, and cable television, and also to compare different plans for these services, set up, graph, and interpret an average cost function. So what do we mean by electronic utilities? These are internet, cell phone, cable TV, anything of this nature, okay? So how much do electronic utilities cost to use? Do you consider the cost of using a cell phone, the internet, cable TV? All of these have different charges and are offered by different providers. So let's look at example 1. Janice's cell phone plan includes 3 gigabytes of data and unlimited talk and text. The service costs her $90 per billing period. For the past year and every other month, she uses 3.2 gigabytes, and each extra gigabyte of data or part thereof costs her $15, okay? If the extra fees and taxes are approximately $29 per billing cycle, what are her average monthly fees for cell phone use? All right, so let's look at the information here. Basically, the service costs her $90 per month or per billing period, okay? And that's provided she uses under 3 gigabytes of data, all right? And in addition, taxes are approximately $29 per billing cycle. So therefore, we say 90 plus 29 equals $119 if under 3 gigabytes of data. All right, now, let's say that she uses between 3 gigabytes but under 4 gigabytes. So more than 3 but under 4. In that case, she's got her basic charge of 90, her taxes of 29, plus $15, provided she does not go over 4 gigabytes, or in other words, $134 if over 3 gigabytes but under 4 gigabytes. Well, now, let's look at if we take 119 for 6 months, 134 for 6 months. That equals $1,518 for 12 months. Or if we divide by 12, her average per month is equal to $126.50 per month. That's her average cell phone bill. So let's look at example 2. Jake's cell phone plan includes 4 gigabytes of data usage. On the 19th day of his billing period, he received a message from his service provider that he has already used 75% of his data allowance for the billing period. At this rate, will Jake use more than 4 gigabytes of data for the month? Okay, so let's look at the information here. So on the 19th day of the billing period, we're going to assume that the billing period is 30 days, all right? If that's the case, 19 over 30 is equal to approximately 0.633, or 63.3% of the billing period. He will have to pay extra since he has used 75% of his data in only 63.3% of the month, all right? So he's gone 2/3 of the month approximately, but he's already used 3/4 of his data, okay? So he either has to take and, if he keeps at the same rate, he definitely is going to take and use more than 4 gigabytes, okay? Since he's already used 3/4 of his data in 2/3 of the billing period. Now let's look at example 3. Max is traveling abroad and has purchased a one-time use 30-day international cell phone plan. There is a one-time fee of $30, and it includes 120 millibytes of data usage. Every extra millibyte or part thereof of data costs 25 cents. Express the charge for this plan as a piecewise function. All right, so let's say the cost. We're talking about the cost of the plan here. So the cost is equal to 30 if the amount of usage is less than 120, okay? So that's this figure over here, that it's $30 and it includes 120 millibytes of data. If we're more than 120, okay, then the charge is 30 plus 0.25 of the amount over 120, okay? And then lastly, it's 30 plus the amount over 120 plus 1. Now this would be if there's for each extra millibyte or part thereof, the data costs a 0.25. So this is what the piecewise function would look like for this particular plan. Now, example 4. The Telcel prepaid plan has a basic charge per month, which includes a certain number of free minutes. There is a charge for each additional minute. The piecewise function below gives the price, f of x, of an x-minute phone call. Fractions of a minute are charged as if they were a full minute. Okay, so we got f of x is equal to 40 when x is less than or equal to 750. It's equal to 40 plus 0.35 for amounts over 750. And it's equal to 40 plus 0.35 when x is over 750, but it's not an integer, okay? So this is for whole numbers, and this is if it's less than a whole number, then you add 1 to that. So what does this mean? It means that the basic charge is $40 per month with 750 free minutes, with the charge of 35 cents per minute for minutes over 750. Now, example 5. The Optizone cable TV internet phone provider advertises a flat $119 per month for all three services for a new customer's first year. The company estimates that this will increase 10% for the second year. Pauline normally pays $69 for a monthly home phone service, $45 for internet service, and $60 for cable television. If Pauline's usage remains the same, how much will she save per month in the second year? All right, let's look at what she's currently paying. She's currently paying $69 for phone service, $45 for internet, and $60 for cable TV. So that means for the three services, she's currently paying $174. All right? Now, let's look at the other plan that's provided here. It has a flat rate of $119 per month, okay? The company estimates that this will increase 10% for the second year. So therefore, you'll get $119 per month plus 10% of $119, or $130.90 for the second year, okay? So they're going to increase it the second year by 10%, but it's still only $130.90. So therefore, on the second year, how much is she going to save? If we subtract $130.90 from $174, we come out with a savings of $43.10 for the second year of her signing up for that service. All right, let's look at example 6. There's a lot of information here, so let's look at it and read it slowly. Dave is considering 2 different ways to buy a cell phone and the service plan that goes with it. In one way, you buy the phone through the carrier at a discounted price, and they subsidize the difference between the discounted price and the regular price of the phone. You also need to purchase the service plan through them. The other way is to purchase the phone on your own and then shop around for a provider whose plan suits your needs. Dave found the following information on both types of plans for the latest version of a smartphone he wishes to purchase. Okay, so let's look at what we got here. So, subsidized by the service provider, it's $199 for the phone plus $90 per month for unlimited talk and text and 2 gigabytes of data. That's the subsidized version. The unsubsidized version, he has to pay the full price for the phone, which is $650, plus only $50 per month for unlimited talk and text, and 2 gigabytes of data. Note that the tax on the phone is irrelevant, since in both ways you must pay the tax on the full price of the phone, okay? So whether you pay $199 or $650, you're still going to have to pay the tax as if it were $650. How can Dave compare the 2 methods to determine which is a better deal over the life of the phone? So let's look at the 2 plans. The subsidized version, the cost, is going to be $199 plus 90x, because that's $199 for the phone plus $90 per month. Okay, so, and X is the number of months. Unsubsidized is going to be $650 plus 50x, because it's $650 for the phone plus 50x, okay? So those are the 2 functions, subsidized and unsubsidized. So let's look at the 2 costs here. For the subsidized version, if he keeps the phone for X number of months, okay, the cost is going to be $199 plus 90x over X. The unsubsidized version is going to be $650 plus 50x over X. If you graph both of these, okay, and you'll see that the blue line here is the unsubsidized, and the red line is the subsidized. And this is going to be the cost per unit time, all right? And you'll notice at this point here, where X is equal to 11.275 and Y is equal to 107.65, the 2 graphs cross, all right? So long as he keeps it beyond that point, the unsubsidized version is going to be the better deal, okay? Because notice the blue line is falling below the red line. Anytime before that, however, before this 11.275, anytime before that, the subsidized version is going to cost less. So that is the red line. As you can see here, the red line is below the blue line. But at this point here, this is where they cross, and where if he keeps it long enough, then the unsubsidized version is going to be the cheaper version for him in the long run.